Wear testers.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy NY Jumpman23. Thanks for tuning in from WearTesters.com. Here to bring you another performance review of the Nike Air Max Audacity 2016, or better known as the Nike Air Max Audacity 2. First up, the traction. It uses a general rubber compound all along the outsole. This is the same traction and same rubber utilized in the Audacity 1. Last year's version. This particular shoe is currently worn by Ben Simmons, Philadelphia's #1 draft pick, and last year whoever worn this was actually Anthony Davis, the brow. The rubber traction is very inconsistent. I find myself wiping the shoe a lot more, picks up dust a lot, and it doesn't tread well on the ground too well, so I find myself slipping quite too often. Fortunately, this is like a hit or miss depending on even if you're playing on prestige courts. I don't see, you know, Anthony Davis or Ben Simmons slipping too much, but in regards to me, I did. I played on prestige courts, NCAA courts, and I played on regular courts that are dirty, and it just really didn't fare as well for me. I caught myself slipping a lot of lateral cuts, lateral movements, posting up on the low block, shifting my feet, and occasionally I'll just kind of randomly my feet would just give way because the traction wouldn't just grip to the ground. So unfortunately, this is a very big miss for me, especially playing down low on the block. The cushioning, a 180 Air Max unit, 25 PSI to be exact, directly from the guys at Nike, so shout out for that information. Cushioning setup was quite adequate, especially for a guy like me playing, you know, a big man who plays an inside-outside game. It gives you proper enough cushioning, especially upon landing on impact. And the front is a very, you know, soft Finishline midsole. It's adequate. I wish there was like maybe some EVA, you know, padding on the forefoot. I mean, this is a budget model for $100. You know, to get Air Max Zoom unit and a soft Finishline midsole is pretty good. It does well, it does the job. I prefer staying lower to the ground. Maybe a higher end, you know, hex, or maybe a articulated Zoom heel unit, if that would be the case. But then again, they are working on a specific price point to keep prices down for a budget model. So for a budget price model for like this, who's worn by like key athletes, it does the job adequately. So pretty good job on here. Materials. Actually, this is probably one of the favorite parts about the shoe itself. You see a lot of backing of foam along the side panels of the shoe. You see a lot of soft mesh and fused areas on high wear areas. You also see a threading for the lacing system. Nothing too crazy. Same thing, pretty much basic what you've seen on typical Nike shoes and whatnot. So it's not standout-ish, but for what you're paying for all this material, it's pretty good. It's not the best, but then again, it is a budget model. So the Nike Air Max Audacity 2016 does the job well. Stretchy nylon in the back too. So, but overall, the only other improvement I vastly would suggest is changing the outsole or the pattern. I myself and Nightwing have give the designers some suggestions, so they do take it into effect. So those guys, shout out to you guys for listening. To guys like us, we definitely want you guys to make a better product, and hopefully, you know, we can perform well in the fit. The Audacity 2, the fit generally, it's honest fit true to size. If you have a wide foot, even if you have a narrow foot, lockdown is adequate. You know, you tie up the laces tight with the basis of the lacing system over here. It forms to your feet very well. There's a minor gripe on my end because I feel like the TPU heel counter is very flimsy. I find my heel shifting a little bit upon playing, so I occasionally find myself having to stop in the middle of play, have to unlace my shoes and tie it extremely tight. Even then, I still find my heel shifting a little bit. So that's something they would have to adjust. Hopefully they're listening, and I do know that they're listening because any type of suggestions that we make, those designers really take it to heart. So we want them to make the best product. So other than that, the fit is good. I would stick true to size. If you wear ankle braces, I would suggest bringing your ankle braces and like thicker basketball socks, bring them in store to try them on. But occasionally, I honestly think if you went true to size, if you do wear an ankle brace, they would fit perfectly fine. So that's not something to worry about. The support mainly comes directly from the lockdown of the shoe, which I did have some issues with. The support, particularly with the TPU heel counter, felt my heel shift off a little bit. But overall, the Air Max Zoom unit gave adequate enough impact protection upon cushioning, soft Finishline forefoot midsole. it does well enough for a budget end model. For those who are working or balling under a budget, this is something to look into. Other than that, it's a good shoe. It's a really decent shoe for the player who doesn't want to spend too much, like $150, $200 on basketball shoes, which we are seeing the prices go down, which is a great thing, just not only for other competitors, but just even for brands itself. So hopefully we can see really nice materials and better traction and just stuff like that. Just little nooks and crannies that they need to fix on this particular shoe, which I'm sure they will. Overall, I really do like the shoe. For $100, you can't go wrong. Other than the inconsistent traction from the outsole and the shifting of my heel from the TPU heel counter, inconsistent TPU heel counter, the materials, the setup, the fit, just overall the basis of the shoe. For $100, you really can't go wrong with this shoe, especially for those who are working under a budget. Overall, I do like the shoe. Would I, keep this shoe in my particular rotation? Yes and no, because it really depends on the day. It's a shoe probably that won't last too well outdoors, especially for the outsole. If it doesn't last indoors, I'm pretty sure it probably won't last outdoors as well. The materials are nice. That's one of the key factors of this particular shoe, what they utilize. The fusing on the high wear points, the soft mesh, the stretchable nylon, so you can get your feet into the shoe well, and the Air Max unit, the 180 unit in the heel. Overall, I really do like the shoe. Not something I would particularly keep in my rotation, but if you are a small forward, power forward, or a center, for someone who needs something really light, actually, to not spend too much money, but to have a shoe that does perform pretty well, this is a particular shoe, the Nike Air Max Audacity 2016, something that I would consider for you guys to put on your rotation. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is MYJumpman23 from WearTestas.com. You can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever social media insight. You can leave your comments down in the comments below on the YouTube video, and I will show you the links down low if you guys want to consider purchasing these items. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for your support. Make sure you hit like, subscribe to the video, share the video to everywhere on social media, and that's hopefully I'll hear from you guys in the comments or sound off. This is MYJumpman23 from WearTestas.com signing out. Peace.